So hit a like if you're here. Anybody here? Just coming to say hi to my people. Hello, hello. So we'll start in about 15 minutes. Just gonna let y'all come into the live stream. If you have any comments, please feel free, type them in. Hey Shannon. Hey Grace Yoga. So my cat is very upset that I would not let him hang out in here with us. So he'll be okay though. Hello. Thank you for letting me do it. I'm excited, even though it's kind of weird, but I'm excited. It's gonna be fun. I know, right? This is what she means. Me too. Hello, how are you? Any requests? Will do. Hello. So I wasn't going to play music today since I'm using my AirPods. I can probably share my playlist in Spotify. How much time do we have? Would you be interested in that? That's also a very good point. I think there might be a gray area if I share my playlist and they play it at home, but it's also a very good point. Okay, hold on. I'll see what I can do. Hold on. Nick is here, yay! Big yay! Christy's here, yay! Where's Liz? Welcome. Shelly. Hey Liz. So sweet. Sweet, thanks. I'm happy. Got my peeps here. Hello. think I know almost everybody here, but I'm Natalie if I don't know you. Oh, don't do me like that. You know, there's no southern accent in French. Bonjour. Hey, Amy and Innocence. Happy to meet you. Any friend of Anika's a friend of mine. Looks like it's time to almost get started. Does anyone have any concerns about being able to modify anything that I can address right now before we start? Of course, I'll be giving options throughout the practice, but just if there are any concerns, let me know and I'll see what I can do. Thank you for being here. Thank you. 1 second. So hi everyone, it's 4:45 and it's time for us to start. So my name is Natalie. I'm doing a live stream through Facebook for Grace Yoga. You can see my shirt. I was told it was very cute. So what I'll be doing is demoing throughout the practice. But as always, trust your own body since I can't see you. Don't do anything that is saying your body's saying don't do. Obviously, I'll give options throughout the practice for going down a little bit or going up a little bit. But as always, listen to your body. You won't fail. So I will go to my mat. And when we get to the standing postures, I'll face the short end of the mat as usual. But for now, I'll face you. So again, welcome. Welcome to this all-level flow. It's a little bit strange for me to talk to the screen. Everyone can hear me okay, I hope. But let's just start to let go of everything, any strangeness, any weirdness, and just shift into our practice. So perhaps we close down our eyes in our nice, comfortable seat, cross legs, perhaps on the shins, just whatever's comfortable for you at this moment. And typically when I teach, I might say something like, let's start to shift our energy into this space. And most likely you're in a space that you've been in for a good number of days. But we can start to keep that same sort of intention and just shift our energy into our practice. Really and truly, wherever we are, we're always home because we're in ourselves. But we can bring our energy into our practice as we make this shift. So So most likely you have a way that you like to do that. Maybe you're checking in, noticing how you're breathing, where the breath is moving, what parts of the body are moving with each breath, where the energy is moving with each breath. When I say notice, that means without any kind of attachment, any kind of judgment, just what is happening. And perhaps you're transitioning to deeper breaths. If you want some cues, we could take 3 breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth, just to help us enhance that relaxation response. Hopefully I'm not too loud as I do that with you. Deep breath in. Open mouth, side out. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Good. One more, lengthen through the spine on the inhale. And deep breath out. And again, once more, just sitting, noticing, becoming aware. Perhaps you're becoming aware of any kind of sort of vibrational energy inside the body. Perhaps we're moving less these days, which is totally fine. It's good to slow down. Sometimes we want to move. And if we think about a couple of things we typically do in our yoga practice, which is breathing, always, in many cases we also chant Om. And Om can mean lots of things, but it's a symbol of peace, of letting go. Sometimes we say it's the universal sound of consciousness. And I like to think of it as we're all in this together, which I think is comforting these days. So maybe take a moment and reflect on the meaning of Om, that vibrational sacred sound. Or settle on whatever intention is resonating with you this afternoon, this evening. And on our next inhale, we'll reach the arms overhead, maybe the palms pressed together. And we'll exhale to bring our hands to heart center, thumbs toward our breastbone. Make that connection. And perhaps as you breathe, you start to feel slight vibration deep in the chest. And we'll continue that same thought, that vibration, that feeling of we're all in this together as we chant a single Om. If you'd like to join, take a breath in to prepare. Take a breath in and a breath out. So you don't have to be able to sing to Om. And let's relax our hands, flutter open our eyes, and take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And let's make our way onto our all fours, tabletop position. Most likely it's comfortable for you, it's familiar to you, but if you need a blanket under the knees or roll up your mat, take the time to do that. Fingers wide, knees under hips. Just find whatever wiggles you need, maybe hips side to side first. Maybe these circles with the hips. Maybe look over one shoulder towards that same side hip. Crunch it in, look over other shoulder. And as always, we have our cats and cows as an option. So on our inhale for cow, lift tailbone, drop belly, lift chin, squeeze shoulders. On exhale, tuck tailbone round through shoulders, tuck chin. And as always, moving with your breath, leading with the tailbone. A slightly different variation. We can take cat, but press all the way back to child's pose. I'm not going to go quite as far so that you can hear me. And then inhale, come through to a gentle cow, squeeze shoulders. And exhale, round, press back to child's pose. Inhale, reach the chest through, back to cow. And we'll all meet in a quick child's pose. Maybe big toes together, knees apart. And maybe you rest your head on your forearms stacked. Maybe bring your hands back by your hips. Maybe you reach the arms forward. Lots of options for our child's pose. But try to prioritize your head being down so that you can relax. Allow the hips to rock side to side. The head to rock side to side. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. We'll come back to all fours, extending the arms forward if they're not already there. Come back to all fours. We'll take a slow warm up. So we're all fours, just walk the hands forward, one hand print. And let the hips tilt forward, elbows are squeezing into the ribs, look forward. We'll lower all the way down to the mat. Find our baby cobra, so legs are strong, shoulder blades squeeze together, elbows point back. Pull back on the hands as we reach the chest through and up. Breathe here, find your bandhas, your locks, so low belly pulls in, pelvic floor lifts. And on an exhale, we'll lower down. Option to do 2 more. Inhale to lift up. Elbows point back. Exhale, lower down. 1 more if you like. Inhale, lift up. Elbows back, belly in. And exhale, lower down. Option to tuck toes. Push up into plank. Otherwise, we'll press back for child's pose. And then we'll tuck our toes, lift our hips, press up and back to downward facing dog. And again, most likely you know what you like to do here. We can bend 1 knee at a time. We can step our feet wide left and right. That feels better on the hamstrings. And just think about your chest pushing toward your thighs. Broad shoulders. Ears between biceps. Just feeling out this first downward dog of this practice, maybe of the day, week, month, year, etc. Just breathe. For 2, for 3, for 4, and then 5. Let's make our way to plank. So you have to adjust your feet back in, hip distance or closer. And you can always bring the knees down. The behind the hips is still plank. Hold plank as long as you want. Then we'll flow through 1 more of those vinyasas. Option to do the same one we did before, or find your chaturanga. So maybe tilt forward a little bit onto the toes. Elbows squeeze into the ribs as we lower halfway. Find cobra, up dog. Find your back bend, up dog or cobra. And if you're in up dog, you can go straight to down dog. If you're in cobra, press back through child's pose and then downward dog. And adjusting your stance as needed. Finding your movements or your stillness. Find a full breath in. And a full breath out. And let's come to all fours once more. Tabletop, if you need some cats and cows. Take that, or hip circles, or hip side to side. And we'll bring our hands down. Not already there. Find a modified side plank. So we'll bring the left knee down, send the right leg back, open to the right. Lift the right arm up. And we breathe here. And then we're going to press down to rise up, arms to a T. We'll find a gate pose. So right hand down, left arm over the ear. And we'll come back to that modified side plank. Welcome to stay here, or maybe lift the right leg in line with the hips, toes point forward. And we'll exhale, bring the right hand down, square the hips, keep the leg lifted. We're in almost bird dog position, just leg is lifted. And then we'll round, knee towards the nose, press through the palms, pull the belly in. Inhale the leg back, 2 more. Knee towards the nose, pull the belly in, squeeze. And leg back. 1 more, exhale, knee towards the nose. And step the foot forward, take your time to get there. We'll rise up, arms overhead, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. You can bring the arms up, hands behind the head, behind the back, whatever's best for you to open through the heart. Goalpost arms. Welcome to stay here, find the revolve version. Right hand to left thigh, left hand lifts. And we'll inhale back to center. Couple of options. Check in with your right hamstring. We'll bring the hands down. Shift hips back, bring the toes towards the shin. You can stay there, or you can flow a little bit, reach the chest forward. Bend back into the right knee. Sink the hips back. Exhale, just move with your breath. The right leg especially needs to be strong, so protect the hamstrings. Just feeling out the body. And we'll meet back in low lunge. Lift off the left knee. Lift the left leg, a little bit of a standing L position, not so much a standing split unless you want to. And then left foot meets right. Inhale, lift up halfway. Inhale, exhale, fold very gently. We're not even. Good. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, step back to plank. Again, we hold plank. You can bring the knees down, but still plank. Up to you. Just engaging the center. Broad shoulders. Looking about 2 feet forward, slight tuck of the tailbone. We'll do all that on the other side. So bring the right knee down. Maybe the shin bends a little bit. Left hand lifts, open to left, modified side plank. And then we'll rise up carefully. We'll find our gate, so arms to a T. Back is to you. Hand down, opposite arm over the ear. Just lift and lean. Feel the stretch in the side waist, side ribs. And on our exhale, right hand down. Left leg lifts, left arm lifts. Modified plank with the leg lifted if you want that option. Otherwise, keep it down. Next exhale, we'll bring the hands down, square the hips, keep the leg lifted. Almost like bird dog, but both hands are down. We'll find those crunches. So knee towards the nose, round. Exhale. Inhale, leg back, reach the chest forward, look forward. Exhale, round. Inhale, leg back. Exhale, round and hold here. Carefully step the foot forward. Take your time to get there. Maybe the left knee comes back a little bit. And now reach the arms overhead. Anjali-asana. And breathe. Same options for chest opening. Hands behind the head, behind the back, goalpost arms. Find your way. Lifting through the chest, find your bandhas, so pelvic floor lifting, low belly in and up. And now reach the arms up. Option to revolve this. So hand back to the hamstring, opposite arm lifted. And put it back to center, both hands down. Straighten the left leg, left toes towards the shins, shift hips back. Again, legs strong, you're welcome to stay here or find the flow. Bend into left knee, you reach the chest forward. Exhale, sink the hips back, toes pull back, protect the hamstring. Inhale, reach the chest forward. Exhale back. Good, one more, inhale, reach the chest forward. Hips forward, exhale back. Inhale, bend back into that knee. Lift off the back knee, you'll find a standing L. So back leg in line with the hips, toes down. And exhale, right foot meets left. Lift up halfway, your flat back. And bend the knees as much as you need to get your torso towards your thighs. You may take opposite elbows, sway side to side here, whatever you like to do. Maybe you step your feet hip distance or wider. Just breathe. A little release in the low back. Release the back of the neck. So maybe look towards your belly button, whether you see it or not. And release the elbows if you have them. Bend the knees, roll up to stand. Inhale, reach the arms overhead, palms press. Exhale, hands to heart, hands to side. We'll stand in mountain pose, close the eyes. So mountain, you can have your feet hip distance if you want, or big toes together, heels slightly apart. More traditional, palms can be forward. Inhale, breathe here. And exhale, release. Let's inhale to reach the arms overhead, just once on A. Exhale, hands down, fold forward, tuck the chin. Inhale, lift up halfway, flat back. Maybe the hands press towards the shins, squeeze shoulder blades together. Exhale, hands down, bend knees, step one foot back, other foot back to plank. Again, you can lower to knees, to chest, to chin, or find your chaturanga. So chaturanga, tilt forward, shift forward, bend the elbows. Roll onto the tops of the toes if that's available. Find your back bend, up dog or cobra, little belly pulls in. And we'll meet in our resting pose of choice. Perhaps down dog, perhaps table, a few more cats and cows. Perhaps child's pose or anything else that will allow you to rest, to breathe. So finding that vibration, whether it's of sound or of just the breath. Checking in, finding a full breath in here. And a full breath out. Coming back to all fours if you're not already there. Coming back to down dog if you're not already there. One more long breath in. And a long breath out. Still continuing those warm-ups a little bit. We'll inhale, come to plank. Look forward just like always. Again, option to have the knees down. So you can do just like you did before and bring the left knee down, open to the right, modified side plank. Or perhaps you bend the right knee, roll to the outer edge of the left foot, and bring the right foot behind you. Find wild thing up to you, or somewhere between regular side plank. Let's exhale, come back to regular plank, but let's lift the right leg up behind us, three-leg dog. Let's take our time to open the hips so we can make circles with that leg. We can bend the knees, stack the hips. We'll work towards our shoulders staying in line with one another. And we'll square the hips. Knee towards the nose once more. Step the foot through. We'll come into high crescent lunge. Whew. A 14-year-old boy. And again, opening your heart your way. Maybe hands interlace behind you. Look up. Slight tuck of the tailbone. Lift, lengthen, breathe. And you're welcome to stay in crescent if you're enjoying the stillness. Or we can bring the hands down, just like we did before, but the left knee is lifted. We'll straighten the right knee, pull the toes towards us, right leg strong. Again, we can stay here, lifting the right toes towards us. Or if we want to flow, we'll bend into right knee, reach the chest forward. Exhale, sink back, toes towards shin, legs strong. 2 more, bend. Exhale back. Inhale, bend. And exhale back. Inhale, bend. Look forward. Find that same standing L. Lift the left leg behind us. We can transition to more of a standing split. Forehead towards shin. Welcome, stay there. Option to lift up onto the fingertips. Bring the hands to heart center. And a variation of a way to get to warrior 3. Left leg behind us, toes point down. And we'll all meet in stork pose, which is standing up. Left knee towards the chest, lift the arms overhead. If you really want more, stand the left leg forward. And exhale, release. Mountain pose. Full breath in, full breath out. And we'll take that on the other side. And now reach the arms overhead. Exhale, bring the hands down, fold forward, tuck the chin, belly in. Inhale, lift up halfway, lengthen, breathe. Exhale, hands down, step back to plank. We'll hold plank. Option just like before to bring the right knee down, open to the left. Or you're welcome to bend the left knee, roll to the outer edge of the right foot. Bring that foot behind you, left foot behind you, lift the left arm. Wild thing. And we'll bring the left hand down, back to plank with the leg lifted. Pull everything in, and then left leg up and back, 3-leg dog. Just like before, make circles with this lifted leg, left leg. You can bend knee, stack hips. And as you're ready, square the hips. Knee towards the nose, exhale, step the foot through. High crescent lunge, arms up. Inhale. And exhale. You can open the arms just like before. Any variation that works for you. And again, you're welcome. Option to stay here. Or carefully bring the hands down. And just like before, or similar to before, straightening left knee, toes pull towards the shin, maybe come onto fingertips to lengthen through the back. And maybe stay here and stretch, keeping the left leg strong. Or you exhale, bend and flow. Bend into left knee. Exhale, straighten toes towards shin. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale to bend. And then we'll find that standing split, unless you'd rather standing out. That means legs perpendicular, standing split, legs higher. Forehead towards chin. Welcome to stay there or lift onto fingertips first. Get a length in the back, toes point down behind us. And hands to heart center. Moving into warrior three. And then we'll rise up into short pose, right knee towards chest, both arms up. Squeeze. And exhale, release. Mountain pose, hands by the sides. Open through the heart. Close the eyes. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. One more. And let that go. Just make sure our feet are hip distance. Doesn't have to be, just a little more comfortable usually. Inhale to reach the arms up. We'll exhale, lean towards the left. Maybe left hand comes down. Right arm reaches. Keeping right shoulder open. There's always the option to step the right foot behind the left to the other side of it. Maybe a little bit more if you want that. Also the option to take right forearm with left fingers. And we inhale, come back to center. Both arms up. Other side, right hand down, left arm reaches. Just like before, maybe left foot steps behind to the other side of the right. Maybe right fingers take left forearm, lean a little bit more, up to you. And we inhale back to center. And exhale, hands to heart. And hands to side. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. And once more, make sure our feet are hip distance. We'll find a modified chair because our feet are hip distance. So Utkatasana, we'll bend our knees. Reach the arms up, maybe the palms are together, maybe not. And energetically, the knees are pressing towards one another, they're not touching, just energetically activating inner thighs. And we'll exhale, hands to heart. Hold here, not twisting, what you want to. Holding is here. And then we'll just pass through into warrior three. So sending the right leg back. Tilting the chest forward, squeeze shoulder blades. And when you are through playing with this, step way back into that same crescent lunge, high lunge, arms up. And breathe. We'll open to a twist. So arms to a T, we'll twist left. So towards the bent knee in the front. Option for revolved peaceful. Left hand back to right hamstring. Right hand lifts. Find your stability, find your breath. Inhale back to center. And we'll exhale, open to warrior two. So back heel spins down. May have to step back a little bit. Bend into left knee. Gaze past left middle finger. And breathe here. And once more, welcome to stay here. Or flow a little bit. Straighten left knee, reach both arms up, look up, palms together. Exhale, bend back into warrior two. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale to bend. One more. And exhale to bend. Hold here. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. So preparing for Trikonasana, triangle pose. Maybe you have to shorten your stance a little bit. Straighten left knee. Maybe find your block or sturdy book. Reach, 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 reach. Then down the left hand as right hand lifts. Reaching, crown of the head towards the front of your mat. Breathing here. Always the option to bring the right hand to the hip. That's better for your shoulder. Option to look up or down, whichever is better for the neck. Option to stay here or bend into left knee. Reach the left hand forward, lift the right leg, half moon. Lifting right arm or not. There is a bind here if you want it. Bend the lifted knee, lifted leg, bend the knee. Reach back for the top of the foot, ankle, shin, etc. Up to you. Release your bind. Look down, come back into warrior two, so rising up. Hold here. And we'll bring our hands to our hips. Straighten the left knee, turn the toes in. So preparing for Prasarita stance, the toes in a little bit, heels out a little bit. If you're unsure where your ankles should be, arms to a T, ankles under your wrist. Bring the hands back to the hips. Get length on your inhale and exhale, hinging at the hips to fold forward, hands down. We're not super even, so maybe don't make this your strongest forward fold ever. Maybe hold here, maybe hands right under the shoulders. Just lengthen through the low back. Up to you, just breathe. Legs strong either way. Lifting through the kneecaps. And then we'll have an option for a ninja pose, Skandasana, so go to your own degree. What we'll do is turn the right toes out, bend into right knee, and walk the hands towards that foot. You can turn the left toes towards the ceiling. You can keep the foot down, that's better for you. Keep the hands down, bring them to heart center if you want. There's a bind, I'm not going to teach it. There's take the twist though. Right hand towards the mat, left hand lifting. And then we'll crawl towards the back of the mat, that low lunge, both hands down. Left leg back. One more standing split. Left leg lifting, face towards the shin. And then lift up halfway on the fingertips. Left foot meets right. Lifting up halfway. And exhale to fold. Let's bend the knees, shake it out. Whatever we may need. And for this one, roll up to stand, so bend the knees, tuck the chin, roll up to stand tall. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. And exhale, hands to heart, hands to side. Take a full breath in. And take a full breath out. Taking that on the other side, feet hip distance. Finding chair, bend the knees, reach the arms up. Energetically, knees towards one another. Finding a nice place for the tailbone, maybe it tucks or untucks. Let's exhale, hands to heart center. Moving through warrior three to get to crescent lunge. So sending the left leg back. Reaching chest forward. Torso and leg in line with one another, toes point down. And then with a short time, stepping way back to crescent lunge, bending into right knee. Inhale, arms overhead. And we'll twist. Next inhale, reach the arms wide, twist towards the bent front knee, so right knee. Option for revolved, peaceful. And again, finding some lift through the low back, not sinking into it. Finding your bandhas. Inhale, reach the arms forward, look forward. Exhale, open to warrior two. You have to adjust your back foot back a little bit. Bend into right knee. Option to stay here. Option to straighten the right knee, reach your arms up, look up, palms together. Exhale, bend, warrior two. Inhale, straighten, look up, arms up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten. Exhale to bend. Inhale to straighten. And exhale to bend, hold here. Full breath in. And full breath out. Again, we'll prepare for our Trikonasana. So maybe shorten the stance if you need that. Straighten left knee. Maybe finding a sturdy book. Reach, 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 reach. And then down with right hand, left hand lifts. Finding Trikonasana. Top of the head towards the front of your mat. If it's better for your shoulder to bring the left hand to the hip, take that option. And breathe here. Option to stay. Option to transition to your half moon. So bending into right knee, left leg lifts. Maybe left hand lifts, half moon. And working to keep leg parallel with the mat. If you want your bind, bend your left knee. Reach back, left hand for top of the foot. Ankle, shin, etc. Open through the hip flexor, the quad. And then we'll release the bind. We'll look down, maybe hand to hip. Step way back into warrior two feet as we rise up to warrior two arms. Full breath in here. And full breath out. Hands to hips. Straighten right knee, turn the toes in, heels out. Just like before, forward folding. So whatever variation you want. Hands down, hands behind you. Hands at hips, up to you. I'll bring hands down. So get length in the spine, inhale. And exhale, fold forward, hands down, fingers in line with the toes, if that's available. Lift up halfway, flat back. Exhale, fold, crown of the head towards the mat. Legs strong, anytime we're folding forward. Low belly pulls in, anytime we're folding forward. And I'm not teaching any kind of headstands, but if you have tripod headstand in your practice, be a nice place for it. And how to lift up halfway, flat back, onto the fingertips maybe. Turn the left toes 45 degrees, bend into that knee, maybe the right toes come towards the ceiling, ninja pose, skandasana. And especially with a little bend in the right knee, extended leg. Hold here, hands can come to heart center. You can find the twist if you want, left hand down, right hand lifts. Bring hands down once more, exhale. Turn to the front of your mat, low lunge, reach the chest forward. Full breath in. And full breath out. Bring weight to the left foot, right leg lifts, standing split. Next inhale, lift up onto the fingertips, flat back. Exhale, right foot meets left. Inhale here. And exhale to fold. Welcome to stay there. Welcome to take opposite elbows. Welcome to take your first 2 fingers, your peace sign fingers, to your big toes, preparing for Padangusthasana. You take that option, lift up halfway, flat back. Exhale, fold, low belly pulls in, elbows out to the side, shoulders towards the ceiling. Just go to your own degree. And of course, if you have Padangusthasana in your practice, welcome to thread the hands under, palms up, toes towards the wrists. Release the bind if you have it. Lift up halfway, flat back like always. Slight bend in the knees. Exhale, hands to hips. Elbows back. Press the feet down. Inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale, release. Tree up, stand, mountain pose. Close the eyes, full breath in. And full breath out. One more. And full breath out. So open the inner thighs a little bit. We'll work on our tree pose. And most likely you all know tree. But we'll have the left foot standing, right knee towards chest. Hands can come to hips if you like. Right knee out to the side. If you want to use your hand to bring the foot to the inner thigh, you're welcome to. Otherwise, foot to shin to calf or heel to ankle. We'll hold here. Maybe a tiny bend in the standing leg, the left knee. You may bring the arms wide, just as a variation. Take up as much space as you want to in your own house. If you'd rather grow your tree though, you know where to go. And arms overhead. Pressing foot into thigh and vice versa. And we'll exhale, hands to hips. Square the hips, point the right knee forward. If you want the extra, straighten the right knee. Point the toes. Allow the hips to level. And right foot meets left. Kick it out, shake it out. Maybe send the right foot forward, sort of lean back in that left hip. You can enhance that by sending the left arm up. Change sides if you want. And take a full breath in, shake the knees out. And a full breath out. Other side, right foot standing. Maybe spread those toes as you lift them, set them down. Left knee towards chest. Allow it to open. And then place the foot somewhere, just nod at your knee. Foot to inner thigh. Foot to calf, heel to ankle. Hands can be at hips. Arms can be wide, hands can be at heart center, that's traditional. But again, maybe taking up as much space as you want in your own house. If you want to grow the tree, reaching the arms up. Just finding the lift with each breath, the gift of the lift. And we'll exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, point the left knee forward. If you want the extra, straighten the leg, point the toe. Allow the hips to level. And exhale, release. Left foot meets right, kick it out, shake it out. Full breath in. And full breath out. And let's bring our feet to yogi squat distance. That's an option if we want to sink all the way down. All right, you can also find more like a goddess stance, feet are wider, toes out, just allow the hips drop to their own degree. Goddess like this. Yogi squat though. Sinking the hips, hands to heart center. Trying to get that roundness out of this part of the back. So you can tilt the hips forward. a slightly different variation, just to play, up to you. What we'll do though is bring the heels together. Depends on your ankle flexibility. And your knees will be really wide. That's level 1. Level 2, we bring the hands to heart center. Level 3, we bring the arms overhead. Maybe interlace your fingers, turn the palms towards the ceiling. It's called balancing butterfly. Definitely balancing. And we'll all meet. Bring the hands down. Allow the heels to separate most likely. Allow the hips to go back. Reach the hands forward. Balasana. Tuck the chin. Round through the shoulders. Pull the low belly in. I'm going to keep us here, but 2 options. If you play with crow, you work on crow. Find crow here, lifting hips, knees into armpits. Lift 1 foot at a time. If you want more like full garland, reach the hands back behind you, applying the heels, interlace fingers. Allow the crown of the head to reach towards the mat. It's way more relaxing if your head actually meets. Mine is not right now. And bring the hands forward, lift the chest. Lift the hips, point the toes forward, meet in forward fold. Let's shake the knees out. Let's bend into right knee, right hand into the mat in front of the face. Left hand lifts, finding a twist. Left hand down, into left knee, right knee, sorry. Left hand lifts. Lift hand down, lift up halfway, flat back. And hands down, legs back to your plank. Flow through your vinyasa, whether that's knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, or press back straight to down dog. Up to you. We have done a lot of chaturangas today. And meet in down dog. Anything you might want to do here in down dog, 3-leg dog, flip dog, dolphin pose, etc. Full breath in here. And full breath out. Let's find a 3-leg dog, left leg lifts. And find pigeon pose. Knee behind wrist. Ankle behind right wrist. And most likely you know that if you would rather be on your back for supine or plank pigeon, go thread the needle, figure 4, take that option. We will sit tall, maybe a block or a blanket under the left hip. And on your exhale, fold forward into your pigeon pose. Resting your head maybe on your stacked forearms or just resting the head down. And just settle down for a bit. Allow the hips to open. They may have tightened up a little bit. Find a nice place to breathe. Not forcing anything. Still being mindful of the breath, but not forcing. Revisiting your intention, whether it was the vibration of sound, the symbolism of Om or not. Just checking in, resettling your focus, breathing in, and breathing out. Breathing in. Twist out of this posture if you really need extra. Maybe lift the torso up a little bit. Reach the right hand towards the left. Come on to right cheek and shoulder. And maybe left arm lifts and come to the low back. Maybe reaches for the left toes, around the low back, up to you. So just if you need extra. And coming out of the twist, we'll all walk the hands in, lift the torso up. Check in with the breath, with the hips. If you know you want more, you want to bend your right knee. A little quad stretch, maybe stay here. Maybe use more leverage, reach back with your right hand for the top of the ankle. If you want more balance, lift the left hand towards the ceiling. Lots of options, not as far as I can go. You can always find mermaid. Bring the back foot into the elbow crease, interlace fingers. And then we'll release. Let's roll onto our left hip. Allow the right leg to come forward, swing it around. Setting up for Janu Shirshasana. Also called head to knee pose technically, but your head does not have to reach your knee. Put into right thigh. Get length through the spine. Maybe lift the arms to get there. And we'll exhale, hinge, belly towards thighs. Taking what's available, maybe using an old belt or a scarf as your yoga strap if you don't have one. And again, just reaching chest forward. Eyes can go towards your big toe. That's your gaze, your drishti in this posture. If you want to twist out of this posture, left hand to the outside of the right foot. Right hand can reach behind you towards those fingers. You can look towards his fingers. And as always, low belly pulls in. Right leg is strong because we're folding forward. And then come back, both hands forward. Roll up, sit tall. Let's bring the left hand behind us. Lift onto left shin, stargazer. As the right hand reaches for the wall behind you, lifting the hips. Allow the hips to sit down. And from here, let's bend the right knee behind us. You can't see where I'm going. It's called deer legs, so left ankle into right thigh. Tuck the right toes sort of towards your hip. And we will twist towards our left. You can reach the hands. Come on to forearms. If you have a cushion, maybe allow your chest to reach over that cushion. Should feel a nice stretch in the right low back. And if you want some heart opening out of this, your left forearm is down. Reach the right arm towards the ceiling. Look up. And exhale, float the hand down. Look down. Inhale to lift. Exhale to float. Good. One more. Inhale to lift. And exhale to float. We'll hold here, folding forward. And we'll walk the hands in, lift the torso up. And let's just bring our feet as wide as the yoga mat, maybe wider. Allow the knees to windshield wiper back and forth, back and forth. If you want a little glute massage, you can lift your toes. Lift your feet off the mat, I should say. And what does it look good? What should you do next? Boat pose. Maybe extend the legs. Keep the hands down if you want. You can bend the knees if that's better. Or you can straighten everything out. Reach the hands forward. Lift through the low back. And bend the knees. Cross the ankles. If you like to lift, lift. Otherwise, fold over the chin. Step back to plank. Hold plank. You decide what energy do you want to use or conserve. If you want to use it, we'll find our vinyasa, meet in down dog. Otherwise, press back to down dog. We'll meet there. Take a full breath in. And take a full breath out. We'll lift the opposite leg, the right leg. Preparing for pigeon. Again, you can be on your back if that's better. Just bring the weight forward, then roll onto the back. We'll set up same way. So knee behind wrist, ankle behind other wrist. Maybe untuck the toes for that relaxation on the left side. And you decide, you want to stay here, or do you want to fold forward, stack forearms, or just rest your head down, and just settle into this side, and breathe. Keep the right foot flexed, protect the knee. Again, you can always place a block or something cushy, something supportive under your right hip. Help square the hips. And we breathe. We breathe and settle. We allow what we can let go of to drift away. And just not judging or attaching to anything that's not ready to go. It's okay. We'll go when it's time. Can't force anything in yoga or in life. It's not meant to be if you have to force it. And what's more, just settling and breathing. If you took the twist on the other side, you want to this side, maybe lift up a little bit, reach the left hand towards the right side of the room, come onto left cheek and shoulder. Maybe right hand lifts towards the ceiling, reaches around the low back, maybe for the right big toe even. Just look towards your right. It's just if you need extra. If your body's calling for it. And no rush at all. We'll come out of the twist. We'll all walk the hands in, lift the torso up. Settle into this side. If you know you want more, you can bend your left knee. Point the toes, that might be enough. You reach back with left hand for the top of the foot. Again, if you want extra, press into right ankle, lift right arm up. There are lots of variations here. I'll keep us here. It's always mermaid or both hands back, lots of options. And then we'll bring the hands down, release carefully, roll onto right hip. Swing the left leg around. Setting up the same way. Extend the left leg. We'll twist slightly. We can get length by lifting the arms up for Janu Shasana. So hinging, belly forward, chest forward, chin forward. We'll take what's available using a belt or a scarf or a towel or a strap if needed, if wanted. Get length, inhale. And exhale to fold. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Good. One more. And let go. You took the twist on the other side. Reach right hand to the outside of the left foot. Reach the left hand behind you. Palm can be down. Look towards those fingers, towards the back of your mat. And let's reach the hands forward. Once more, look forward, roll up, sit tall, shoulders down the back. Right hand behind us, lift onto right shin, right knee, left hand lifts, reach for the wall behind us. Or whatever's behind us. And set the hips down. Let's bend the left knee so that the foot tucks towards the glutes, called deer legs. You will sit tall. We'll twist towards the right this time, or towards the direction of the front knee. You may stay here. You may want to come onto your forearms. And look down. You may want to rest your torso across a couch cushion, big pillow. If you want to open the chest a little bit more though, if the forearms are down, right hand stays down, left hand lifts. Exhale, float the hand down, look down. Inhale, lift, open the chest. Exhale, float the forearm down, look down. Inhale, lift the arm up. And exhale to float down, look down, we'll hold here. We'll walk hands in to lift the torso up. We'll bring the feet wide as the yoga mat or wider, just like before. Windshield wiper the knees, back and forth, back and forth. If you want to lift the feet a little bit more, make a glute stretch, you're welcome to. And then we will send the legs long, shake the knees out, shake it out, shake it out. And we've done a good bit of hamstring stretching. So what I'll suggest today, you take regular Paschimottanasana if you want to, or what I'll suggest is to allow the knees to bend and just sort of allow your forearms to rest on your shins. Allow the feet to kind of be loose. You're not pulling on anything, so you don't have to be quite as active in this particular posture. You should feel a little bit of stretch in the mid to lower back. A little bit the hamstrings. If you'd rather a regular variation though, as always, welcome. You're going to bring the fingers to the big toes. We'll lift up halfway and fold into that, working towards that flat back. Up to you, both work. We'll tuck the chin if we're in the more passive variation. Allow the back of the neck to release. We'll keep the chin tucked. Well, if you're in full variation, rolling up out of that, releasing the bind. Look to keep the chin tucked, roll up, sit tall, shoulders down the back. Again, I'll suggest hands behind, lifting chest, chin, squeeze shoulder blades as a counter pose. If you want more, we can bend knees, lift hips, reverse tabletop. If you want to allow the head to drop back, it's okay for the neck, as long as you can breathe, go ahead. If you want even more, straighten the legs, toes, feet press down, reverse plank. Allow the hips to sit down. Sit tall, roll all the way down onto our backs. If you want a boat to half boat to get there, you're welcome to. Half boat, roll down, and we'll reach the arms overhead, lying on our backs. And exhale here. And let's bring the knees towards the chest. And what I'll suggest today is to either sit on your hands, or if you have a yoga block or something very sturdy, like a very big couch cushion, take that. We'll set the legs straight up. Sometimes we're calling this waterfall, call it an L position. Just allow the sort of legs to relax. You can circle off the ankles, you can point flex the feet. If you're on something sturdy or just your hands, you can allow the legs to go wide, just whatever you might need here. Of course, if you have shoulder stand in your practice or any kind of other kind of inversion, take that. Just be safe. You're in your house. And then if release yourself from your hands. So find happy baby. So you can reach for the outer edges of the feet, bend the knees, allow the knees to separate around the torso, feet stack over the knees. It's one variation. You can also reach for your big toes with the first 2 fingers. If you want to straighten the legs out to the sides, one at a time or both at the same time. You can rock side to side, whatever variation you're taking. And then we'll bring the soles of the feet together wherever we are. Pull the feet close to us. This might be exactly what you want. Just press the feet away from you. A little bit of stretch in the neck, upper back. If you want a little bit extra, lift the upper back off the mat. Holding on to the outer edge of the feet, press the feet away from you. Tuck the chin. Do get some roundness here. Not going to hold it very long. And then lying onto our backs, knees into the chest. Rock side to side. We'll come into a twist. So maybe bring the hips a little bit more to the right side of the mat. Allow the knees to drop to the left. Allow the right hand to extend. Maybe the left hand, give yourself that assist. Pressing into the right thigh, look towards your right fingers. And just slowing down. And then we'll come back to center with the fork of the head first. Scooch the hips to the left a little bit to get even. Look up. And then scooch the hips to the left more. Allow the knees to drop right. Arms to a T. Look left. Right hand can come to the outside of the left thigh. Give yourself that assist. Then we will come back to center, scooch, back to center, knees into the chest. If you want a little extra, lift the face towards the knees, arms around the chest, take opposite elbows, squeeze everything in, let your hip pop. That's what I did. And then bring the feet down, bridge ready position. If you have a couch cushion, you want behind your knees for Shavasana, find that. You can also keep your feet in bridge ready position if that feels better for your low back. Let the knees fall wide, soles of the feet together if that feels better. Or traditionally, send the legs long, down the mat, let the feet flop open. Arms can be either by the sides, palms up. It's more receiving. If you want more grounding, hands down, palms down on the hips, chest, belly, etc. And closing the eyes. Starting to shift into the relaxation part of the practice, corpse pose, Shavasana. If you want to enhance the relaxation response, if it works for you, take this same 3 breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. So long breath in, side out, long breath in, and long breath out. Long breath in, and let that go. Corpse pose, Shavasana, depth of the practice, the physical practice. Just letting go of controlling the breath, letting go of what tensions you can, maybe slightly separate the teeth, relax the jaw muscles, allow the forehead, the face to soften. the shoulders to relax into the mat. Allow the hips to soften, the thighs to soften, the lower legs to release, the feet to release. As you feel both light and grounded on your mat, allowing yourself to feel safe here at the end of practice. Letting go. And you're welcome to stay in your corpse pose, your Shavasana. When you're ready to come out of that, just start to shift your awareness back into the space around you. Just take a long breath in, a long breath out. Bring movement back into the physical body, wiggle fingers, wiggle toes. Point flex the feet. Roll out the wrists and the ankles. Allow the head to rock side to side. And on a long inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, point the toes. And then you notice extra openness, spaciousness after your practice. And we'll bend our knees. We'll roll to our right side, our fetal position. Resting on our right arm, allowing the benefits of this practice to continue to percolate through the mind, the body, the spirit. And as you get the green light, pressing into the top hand, lift the torso up, find your comfortable seat, cross legs, on the shins, etc. Eyes can be closed, your eyes can be soft. Just sitting tall once more. Once more observing what's going on. Without any kind of attachment or judgment, just observing. Maybe observing the breath coming in and out of the nose. And once more, we'll inhale to reach the arms overhead, palms compressed together. And we'll exhale, hands to heart center, once more in this prayer position. In English and Sanskrit, Anjali Mudra, or gesture of gratitude. Pressing towards the sternum, the breastbone. And once more, we'll make that vibration of sound. Y'all bear with me. That sacred sound of Om. If you would like to join, take a breath in to prepare. The light in me bows to and honors the light in each of you. Namaste. And I'm imagining, hearing y'all say that. So we're pretty much on time. Let me see if y'all have anything to say. How's everyone? You feel good? Thank you, Anne. Thank you, Natalie. Thank you, Grace Yoga. So if you have any questions, you can type them in. I'm here for you. Have any comments, concerns, etc. I'm here as well. I'll be here for a little bit. But thank you for sharing your practice. Yeah, so yoga teachers, well, we don't usually demo everything. Heard me out of breath, right? It's fun times, fun times. Thanks, Liz. Thanks, Shelly. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you, Ivy. Yay, twists are awesome. Grace Yoga, do you have any comments you'd like me to share? Thanks, Christy. Thanks, Suzette. You think you're funny. Merci, buckets. Namaste. Any announcements, Grace Yoga? All right, hearing none, I will finish this out. Thank you all. I had fun.